Hi, and thanks for tuning in to Girl Talk. We've got a great show for you today. We're here at the Bella Domicile. Later, Antoine is going to make us an incredible meal on their fabulous galley sink, which we've talked about before. But it's truly amazing. You have to stay tuned and see it. It is an all-encompassing tool, almost.
It's a workstation that has, it's more, I almost say more than dual purpose. It's sometimes like triple.
Yeah.
How you'd say that. But
I want one because it's cool, but I don't cook.
Well, I think that if you had this, it's also great for entertaining. But if you had this, wouldn't you want to cook? I think I would.
I only have a kitchen because it came with my house.
It's a very nice kitchen.
we award points for honesty.
You just have one and just sit there looking pretty, invite people to be like, come look at my new sink and my workstation. Like, oh, do you cook? No, I just really liked it. It's really pretty.
It stays clean if you never use it, right?
You can put like beer. You can take all the cutting boards off and put ice in there and wine and beer.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can use it. You could use it that way, couldn't you?
It is great for entertaining. Also, we have Dr. Bailey Nye from All About Chiropractic. She's going to talk to us about stress, the do's and the don'ts, the harms, and the...
You know, there's so many different kinds and levels.
There are different kinds. Yeah, there's the kind that you feel just immediate in the moment. I think that's called acute stress. That's usually, events and episodes.
When you're about to rip your hair out real quick and then...
Like when you're having a bad hair day and running late.
Oh my gosh, that was so me this morning. All of this Wisconsin weather is driving me insane, right?
The humidity.
Humid and then rainy, and when's it going to be awesome?
How is that different than Hawaii?
Oh, Hawaii was just 80 and sunny every day. And it would shower for, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. But it was the nice kind of shower where it was just cool and
A little sprinkle.
yeah, it was just a little sprinkle. Don't talk about Hawaii.
All right,
It
yeah,
makes me
back
miss
to
it so
reality.
much.
Back to the chronic stress we're talking about.
I am always admire Janet because she doesn't ever seem stressed, and it's probably because you work out so much,
Oh,
right?
thanks.
Those endorphins.
Hard to say. Yeah, working out does give you those endorphins that are those feel-good brain chemicals. I think yoga helps too, and
You switch it up.
oh, definitely.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything,
We're going to talk to Orange Theory Fitness today as well, and they're going to talk to us about their 1 hour program.
Ultimate 1 hour.
Yeah,
The 1 hour workout.
the 1 hour workout.
Yeah, they tout that it's quite personalized because you're using your heart rate as kind of your guideline as to how hard to work.
And it's so unique. I mean, it's kind of crazy that it's a group setting, yet it's so individual.
right.
Sure.
You know, so you can see your results, your
status. I mean, it's actually posted.
Your heart
which-
rate. That's what I was looking
Yeah,
for.
your heart rate.
It's posted for everyone. Have you guys ever done that before? Monitored yourself when you were running? I used to have
I did.
thing that you strap around your chest.
I'd be scared to try it. I'd be like, oh, my heart's
it's
going to explode or something.
No,
it's
it gives
really
you
good.
that.
You got to work it out.
Yeah, it gives
Yeah.
you immediate feedback, and I think people are really benefit from that. I think it's motivating for people when they can see in real time.
Yeah.
What's
you're
going on.
doing.
I always
and-
wonder, when you see the calorie monitor, that's got to be somewhat, generic.
Right.
I mean, is that really accurate? But
Yeah.
your heart rate, is your heart rate.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and you want to keep it up there. Well, stay tuned for more Girl Talk. We've got, like I said, great guests coming up, but Dr. Bailey Nye is up next. Stay tuned here on the CW 57.
Nicely done.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are filming at Bella Domicile. Later on, we have a very special segment where we're going to take a look at the galley sink. If you haven't seen this before, definitely want to stay tuned for that. But first, we're going to turn our discussion to stress. Stress is one of those things in small doses, not so bad and actually kind of good for us. But bigger doses can really wreak some havoc on our bodies, our relationships, our lives. Here to talk to us about stress is Dr. Bailey Nye from All About Chiropractic. Thanks for coming in, Dr. Bailey.
Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Always a pleasure to have you.
Thank
So, stress, why is it important for us?
Well, stress is actually our body's hormonal response that actually goes all the way back to primitive ages. The reason why we have this hormonal response is to act as that fight or flight against any predators. So if we were at a water hole with a saber-toothed tiger, we want to be able to get away from that. But now, since today we don't really have those predators, a lot of times what can create a heightened stress response or similar response are things in our lifestyle like poor diet, emotion, and physicalities. It's also known as a silent killer, and it's known because a lot of people don't even realize that they can be stressed or are stressed or how their body's responding, and it can cause a catalyst to a lot of lifestyle diseases like heart disease and cancer.
I've heard about that with chronic stress where it becomes so prolonged that you kind of don't even realize it's there anymore.
Becomes
Absolutely.
second nature.
It's the new norm.
Yeah.
So I can tell, you know, when I'm wigging out, oh my gosh, I'm stressed right now, but maybe you can tell me like some more signs of how do I know that I'm stressed?
Sure. Signs and symptoms of stress vary. Minor symptoms can be things like sleep loss, fatigue, headaches, but there are some more severe symptoms that you can get from stress like chest pain, indigestion, or even depression. And if you even have any of those symptoms, it's highly recommended that you get professional help and seek out your wellness doctor to figure out what's causing those underlying symptoms.
You're right, it just becomes the norm, like all of those things. But
So I tell my clients all the time, like when they're, because you know, when you're buying a house or there's a major life event, a big change, you know, they get stressed out, and I'm like, well, you know, even happy stress is still stress.
Right,
So
yeah.
are there different types of stress, and like how many are there?
Yeah, you're exactly right. There's two types of stress, and you hit on both of them. There's eustress, which is good stress, something that causes that positive response in our body or that pleasureful response, if you will. But then there's also what most of us know as stress, which is distress. So that's the second type. However, there's three variables to distress. There's physical, which is things like sports, maybe accidents, repetitive posture on a daily basis. More of that emotional, just like what you're talking, buying a house is completely emotional.
You're excited,
You're
but you're like,
excited
"Oh,
and nervous.
what if something goes wrong?"
Having a baby, just different things like that. And then there's chemical stressors, so things that are affected in your daily lifestyle, like potentially eating a lot of processed foods or sugar or caffeine, and all of those can have a different effect. But you have to keep in mind too that somebody's eustress can also be somebody's distress. And the example I kind of like to use with those two is that we have a stressor like a roller coaster. Some people it's really exhilarating, really thrilling, exciting, but then for somebody else it can be completely terrifying and the worst thing ever. So there's definitely different types of responses.
That's a great point to remember. That's true. Talk to us about some of the coping skills for different types of stress.
Sure. For emotional stressors, what we usually recommend are a couple things that we found that work really well. Everybody has a to-do list, right? So one of those positive things to affect that emotional stress is to actually create a stop doing list. Our days are filled with so many things that actually attribute to that negative quality of life that we're not picking out those good things for us. So by eliminating some of those negative stressors, we can actually have a more positive outcome. Another thing that we highly recommend is just making that time for yourself in the middle of the day, unplugging for about 10 minutes, just from no technology, no lights, no music, no people, okay? So
No stimulation.
Yep, exactly, and that can make a more positive outcome for the rest of your day. Hands-on therapies for physical stress is really good, massage and chiropractic. People that get these done on a consistent basis are up to 70% less stress than
I
others.
think you'd be more effective too because you kind of get that recharge, refresh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Refresh.
This is a great topic. I
Yeah.
think it touches home with.
we can talk a lot about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'd love to have you come back and maybe we can talk about it some more.
Sure.
We're going to have to move on, take a commercial
No
break.
problem.
When we come back, we'll be talking with Orange Theory Fitness. That's another good way to maybe deal with some
Yes,
stress.
absolutely.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are filming at Bella Domicile. We are going to have a cool segment on the galley sink, so check it out. If you are into entertaining or you just love cooking, you don't want to miss it. But first, we've got a very special guest. We've got Faith Dye. Welcome.
Thank you.
And she is one of the fitness coaches at Orange Theory Fitness. So, how was Orange Theory Fitness started, and how long has the company been around?
Orange Theory was started by a woman named Ellen Latham. She's based in South Florida. She's an exercise physiologist, so it was created around her program.
Okay.
So it's been so successful that the company has grown over the past 5 years, and we have about 245 locations around the country.
Wow.
Actually, internationally now, and we're set
crazy.
to
5
open.
years?
Yeah, and we're set to open 400 more.
Well, we gotta be doing something right.
Yeah.
So can you tell us what makes Orange Theory so different from other gym workouts?
Yeah, the difference is we work based on your heart rate.
Okay.
So everybody wears a heart rate monitor, and we take you through 5 heart rate zones. So it's based in science. So you're seeing your results in real time in the studio while we're working out. And we're working on your endurance, your strength, and your power. But because it's individual to your heart rate, you're going to reach your goals faster and more efficiently, including losing weight.
That's awesome.
Now, this is a group training environment,
Right.
correct?
Mhm.
And it sounds like it's very personal if you're using your own heart rate.
Right.
What kind of attention do you receive in terms of guidance from the staff there?
Well, we make sure we keep it small, so we have 24 people at a time. And as the coaches, we're on the floor with you, so we're paying attention to you. It's not like we're on a stage and we're just telling you general movements to do. We're with you, coaching you individually, talking to you, giving you options, giving you challenges, giving you a little push when you need one. So it's the closest thing to getting a one-on-one personal experience, but it's much more accessible to everyone and it's much more affordable.
That sounds great. Having that personal attention to detail of whether you're doing it right or doing it safely, or maybe just like you said, that little extra push.
Oh yeah, we can do
You
that
can't
for
slack
you.
off. You know?
No, you're actually being held accountable because you can see your heart rate on the screens. They're large monitors. We can see where you are physically, and everybody else can too, but we're not competing against each other.
Right.
So
Just
it doesn't
yourself.
matter what you're doing next to me because it's relative to my heart rate and to your heart rate, but we're all working hard and getting what we each need.
Perfect. So, what kind of equipment would I expect to use?
So we're functional, so we want to train everyone for real life. So you can pick up the kids, you can go and do what you want to do. So we use treadmills, we simulate hills, so you can be a power walker, you can be a jogger, you can be a runner. We use water rowers, and we use water, real water. And then we want you to use your own body weight. So we use suspension training straps called TRX, so you're using your own body weight for resistance, plus the fun tools like dumbbells and medicine balls and things like that.
That's a lot of stuff. Can't do that
Yeah.
at home.
No, you can't. And we create the workouts to be different every single day, so you're never bored, you're always challenged, you're always having fun. But it's based in science, so you can't resist the science because it's called EPOC, which is the afterburn, which you're burning calories and fat during the workout, but you'll also get extra the next day.
Crazy. That's awesome.
It sounds like a
It's
pretty
really fun.
unique workout. So since it is so unique, has Orange Theory Fitness received any kind of recognition for the workout programs?
Yeah, actually, the American College of Sports Medicine in 2014, actually last year, named Orange Theory the #1 fitness trend in the country. But New York Times also named Orange Theory the best 1-hour workout in the country. So getting a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Those are some pretty big kudos.
Right.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you have some special events you want to talk about coming up? Tell
Yeah,
our
we
viewers.
have, we're offering everyone who wants to call the studio, we'd love to invite everybody in to have a complimentary session. So we'd love to have you in, all you have to do is call. And then we have something, it's our version of an indoor triathlon. It's called the Dry Tri. So if you've never done it, it's great for someone who's new to that, but without the swimming, without the water. So we're doing rowing, we're doing a 5K, and we're doing a lot of body weight reps. And that's this Saturday coming up.
That's crazy. So it sounds like so exciting, and like I bet a lot of people are kind of intimidated, like, oh, I have to join or something. But that's so cool that you can go and just get a complimentary
No,
session.
we want people to try it because
Nice.
you can't explain it. You have to experience it. It
Right.
is very different from any other type of workout.
Try before you buy.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, sounds awesome. Stay tuned for more fitness advice from the exercise experts, sponsored by Orange Theory Fitness, coming up right now.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're filming at Bella Domicile, and even if you're not into cooking, you're not going to want to miss this. We're featuring the galley workstation here, and with me I have Antoine Thompson. Antoine's going to cook for us and actually make use of the station, show us how it all works. Thanks for helping us out today, Antoine.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
What are you making for us?
I'm making a little shrimp beurre blanc with a little Grand Marnier kind of flavor into it, which is one of my wife's favorite dishes over here, Christy Thompson.
Christy's part of the Bella team over here at Bella Domicile. And vegetable cutting.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And Antoine, you're a chef over at the Palace Cinema, is that right?
This is correct. This is correct. Just brand new concept with the company. Brand new concept for this area where you can go in, have dinner along with a movie, and the amount of time that dinner usually takes. So it's really a cool concept and really fun. Really fun. A lot of people love it, and we're getting talked about all around town right now. So it's pretty exciting.
Sure. Yeah. Just a little plug for the Palace Cinema.
They're
out in Sun Prairie.
Why not?
Open this spring. Yeah. And Antoine's going to be there. Chef-inspired menu, I see.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's get into the business here of the galley workstation. This is an amazing thing. What's nice about it, I can see, is you can have two people working at the station at the same time.
Absolutely. That's the beautiful thing about the station, is that you can get your family in here working with you in the kitchen. If you a private chef, if you're a personal chef, if you just enjoy cooking,
or entertaining.
Yeah. This station allows you to do everything all in one area, which is super nice and really functional.
And you've got this, is this an induction cooktop
This
here?
is an induction cooktop,
Those are
which
so nice.
is really fun.
You can cook,
really
and
cool.
I've heard like a third of the time.
A third of the time, which is a beautiful thing, especially for TV.
And what's going to be nice is you're so close.
So close. It's got so many functions, right? We got our cutting boards. If you're worried about counter space, you can turn this entire thing into a counter if you would like. You know, it's so functional. It's blowing my mind. If you're a professional chef, this is what you want in your home.
It's like a little dream.
Yeah,
huh?
this is dream.
So you have your cooktop right there. When you're ready to dump the water, all you do is get this out of the way.
Yep.
Well, actually, you're going to want that.
You're going to want that.
I'm not the
It's
cook.
got a built-in colander, which is great. You're just going to dump this pasta here.
The colander is one of many accessories that.
Just one of many.
Just one of. I think there are around 50 different things.
There's quite a few.
There's quite a few.
Like-
We got the colander. We got, actually, if you slide this back underneath, you got a salad bowls. Have actually, Christy will be putting up a condiment station up here soon. She's finished with the cucumber, so you can serve right from here, which is great, because if you're throwing a party, you don't want to have to turn your back on your guests or whatnot. You're facing them. You're part of the party without being part of the party, basically, which is nice.
You have everything you need right here, so you don't have to keep turning your back to your guests or your family.
Yep.
While you're preparing a meal.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of this pasta. Actually, I've par cooked some shrimp, which I'm going to add right to this sauce that I've made, along with some diced tomatoes.
It smells so good.
I know. I'm getting hungry.
I know.
I'm just going to get at a little whisk.
Faster.
And shrimp, for anybody that want to cook shrimp, it cooks really fast, so be very careful. What I did was par cooked it about 75%, so just.
So you just lifted that right out. They just rest in
and
these trays here, or these
The beautiful thing
rails?
too is it's dual tier, so you're able to have something going on underneath, so it's doubling your counter space.
Actually, that's amazing. It's in a way it's tripling because you still have the sink
Absolutely.
underneath too as well. And you know, this is a pretty big station, but I understand that this comes in different sizes.
It comes in, if you have a smaller kitchen, it comes for smaller kitchens, large kitchens. You can order this thing in any size that you would like. If you're worried about taking up too much space in your kitchen, this is customizable to whatever your needs are, which is a beautiful thing also, because there's not a lot of companies out there, and it's also made in America, which is not done a lot either. So
That's true. Bella Domicile is actually just one of 2 dealers here in Wisconsin.
in Wisconsin.
So it's not like you can just run around the corner and grab one of these things. As for the smaller one, I saw that, gosh, you could just have a station about this big.
They do come in, a variety of different sizes, 2 foot all the way up to 7 foot in 1 foot increments.
Wow. So that can work for a lot of different kitchens. You don't need an enormous kitchen or
No,
a showroom.
absolutely
Or a
not.
showroom,
matter.
exactly.
You know that I think I've read that the time that we spend most in the kitchen is in front of the sink.
Yep.
I don't know, for me it's a lot of times it's in front of the fridge. But if you're going to be at the sink, why not?
Why not at this beautiful station?
Right.
It's like I said, it's so functional. You can have, if you have a huge family, you can have family on the other side while you're, like I said, still part of the party and not turning your back on your guests or whatnot, which is just a beautiful thing and really huge for me.
Yeah, and even if you don't entertain, the kitchen is really the hub for
It's
everyone's
the heart of the
home.
home.
It is.
You know, I truly enjoy cooking, and it's a beautiful thing that I get paid to do it, because not a lot of people get to do what they love doing and get paid for it. So I've been very fortunate, and like I said, this is a chef's dream workstation for their home.
So it looks like you've got that about finished, and as we said, this becomes like a buffet, a serving
Yes,
station.
absolutely.
We're almost out of time, but let's see how that works. So you've got these set up here, and so your guests or your family just grab a plate.
Grab a plate,
And walk
right down the line. You can set, there's so many more attributes to this thing, but like you said, on time restraints, we can't show them all, but do we have that actually hot pads, basically?
So this is dual purpose. It can be
So
used as
drain-
a hot plate,
Hot plate.
or a draining rack.
Which is a beautiful thing. You don't have to worry about melting your cutting boards or
Imagine if
whatnot.
we made this all into the counter space it normally would require. Then you would need a big kitchen.
Exactly. But you know, you got the options to accessorizing as you need, which is a beautiful thing. You know?
I'm afraid we're out of time, which means it's actually kind of a good thing, because I think we can check out what you
Absolutely.
made here for us. Antoine, thank you so much for joining us
Thank you very much. for
and
having me.
showing us this galley workstation. If you want to check it out yourself, stop at Bella Domicile. They're on Nesbitt Road in Fitchburg area. Thanks to all of our guests today. Thanks, Christy, for joining us
Thank
as
you.
well. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Girl Talk.
Thank you.